Hi there, sewing friends and other friends. I'm Alice Murray. Let's start there. And you are joining my channel, Murr-Made Designs. And I call it Murr-Made because my last name is Murray. And I call it Designs because I'm kind of making things up as I go along here. I am no expert. I have only been sewing for about 2 years, and I want to share my journey with you, review the garments I made, review the patterns, talk about all my challenges, talk about all the support I'm getting from you wonderful people. So today, what we're going to talk about is NewLook 6812. This pattern was one of the very generous gift of patterns I received from my husband's cousin Charlene. And they don't have dates. I can't see a date on it anywhere. But I think this is probably in the 90s, this dress. And it has a gathered bodice, and you can make it with sleeves or without sleeves. Just kind of a simple little dress, and I will show you my version. This is the kind of dress I like. Very simple to make. I think it's quite flattering. They call for a zipper, but you can easily get this on without a zipper. It suggests that you make it out of wovens, although I made it out of a stretch knit. And it suggests silk, silk types, crepe, crepe de chine, double georgette, rayons. Yes, but I made this out of a knit, and got a kind of it's a two-way stretch knit. And oh yeah, here's what it is. It is black, blueberry, caramel, white cotton lycra, filigree, patches, print jersey. The price was $6.59 a yard, and I made this out of 1 yard. So this cost me $6.59 American. So that would be a bit more in with the money exchange for Canada. But still a very affordable dress. And I only had enough material to make elbow length sleeves, but I think the elbow length sleeves actually go well with the V-neck and the gather. I think that's all very appropriate. I kind of love the I love the color. I love the filigree on it. I think that's pretty cool. So this is from Fabric Mart. I guess I didn't say that. Which is an American online fabric store. And it has a self band around the neckline. This was a super duper fast make. And one of the great things, there are so many great things about people giving you patterns, but one of the great things about it is the pattern was already cut out. A thing that wasn't great is the instructions are missing. But it's a pretty straightforward make, so I figured it out. Wasn't difficult. So today, in my Grateful Thread, I want to talk partly Grateful Thread and partly I just want to give you some information about how to sew 25 garments in a year. Lots of viewers who watch my channel can't believe how much I'm getting done. Well, 365 garments is a crazy number. Don't start there. But if you're getting into sewing, getting back into sewing, just wish that you were sewing more than you are now, I just thought I'd share with you my tips for being productive when I'm sewing. The first thing you got to do is commit. Saying to myself that I was going to sew 365 garments and that I was going to do it makes me jump out of bed in the morning. Jump out of bed. And so first thing you got to do is commit to yourself. And if you think you could sew a garment a month, well, commit to that. But I suggest what you do is you make it a tougher target. That if you think you could do one a month, then commit to doing 25 in a year. That is a tougher target. And the thing about tough goals is they motivate us and they get us going. The second thing you need to do after you commit to yourself that you're going to make 25 garments, the second thing you have to do is engage the people you live with, your family and your friends and, and tell them you're going to do it. And because you need their support. You need them working with you, not against you. The next thing you need to do is like a macro plan, like a big plan. If you're going to do 25 garments in a year, that's basically a garment every other week. So you have kind of 2 weeks to make a garment in. Look at your wardrobe. What do you need? You can do, a capsule wardrobe. You can, make a plan of what it is that you need. And write it down. Figure it out, write it down. How many pairs of pants? How many shirts? How many dresses? Like, what are you making? Figure that all out. And a suggestion I have is you kind of figure out half of it, and then you make the same thing twice. That will actually speed you up. So if you're going to make a pair of pants, make that pair of pants twice. If there's a particular top you're going to make that top twice. Just make it out of different material, different sleeves. It'll look different. Nobody's going to say, hey, you got one just like that. So pick out 12 patterns. And if patterns you have, patterns you shop online for, downloadable patterns, free downloadable patterns, get the patterns. Get 12 of them. Something you're going to make 3 times because 25 is a nice round number for a year. And then you're going to get the fabric. And you may have a fabric stash. Don't we all? Shop your stash. Get that fabric out. Look at it. Rummage it around. Hold up the different patterns with it. See what kind of stretch it has. See what kind of wovens you have. What you don't have, what you need, what you want, order it, buy it, get it. If you need zippers, get them. If you need buttons, get them. If you need interfacing, get it. Get all the things that you need together. So now you've got the commitment, you've got your family engaged, you've got the patterns planned and picked out, you've got the fabric all sitting there in a pile. Wash it. Anything that needs washing, not everything needs washing, but everything that does need washing, wash it. Have it all ready. And then the next thing is time. Besides a commitment to yourself, you need a commitment of time. And so figure it out. If I'm going to make one thing in 2 weeks, how long would it take me to make it? I can sew a garment in about 3 hours. If I give myself 3 hours, I can usually get something done. But I'm kind of motivated to get something done. And maybe you don't need to push yourself quite that hard. Maybe you don't have 3 hours. Maybe you're kind of a new sewer and a little more tentative. Maybe you're a neater sewer than I am. Maybe you love the process of sewing and so you want to savor it. Whatever it is, figure out how long it's going to take you per garment. And when you're picking out your garments, pick out a couple of tough ones, but pick out some easy ones too. Don't make them all hard, and kind of alternate them. Like when you make your plan, you're going to make this and then this and then this and then this, and you're going to have some easy ones, some harder ones, some easier ones, some harder ones. And that's how I do it. Like there are some makes that take me days to make. And if I made everything like that, I would lose my mind because I wouldn't be able to sleep anymore. So I have makes like this that are really fast makes. And then I have other makes that take longer. So figure out what kind of time that you need and what kind of time that you have. And this is where engaging the family helps too, that what is the time you're going to sew? And, they need to honor that time that you are setting aside for sewing, and you need to honor it. And, maybe it is, Sunday afternoon while people are watching football. Maybe it's for half an hour after the kids are in bed. Whatever it is, pick a time that works for you and then honor that time. Write that time down in whatever other kind of thing you keep track of, the things you got to do in a day, so that it's there. And then cut out all your patterns. Cut them all out. Cut out the whole works. And stack them up in the order you're doing them. And just when you have the time, work on it. The other thing that I think really helps too is space. Having a spot that you sew in. I really suggest cutting things all out at the same time, because cutting things out makes a mess. And you need a large space for cutting stuff out. And once you get it all cut out, that you can kind of fold up the mess, and you need a smaller space for the actual sewing, but have a space. Up until, I don't know how many days ago, but it was days, not months or weeks. Up until days ago, I was sewing in a very small space in the spare bedroom. And just a few days ago, we took the bed out of there and changed my life. It's wonderful, but we all live in different situations, and not all of us can have a sewing room, but find a space that's your spot that you sew, whether it's you set up a little table in your bedroom or, somewhere where you can be, not the kitchen table, because you will have to move it so people can eat. And then you have to unfold it every time that you get a moment to sew. So you need it to be somewhere where you can come and do your half-hour sewing, however many times a week you have, and sew that amount and then leave it and come back to it. So yeah, that is my tips for sewing 25 things in a year. Why not do it this year? 2021. Great year to sew 25 garments. For you, a new wardrobe. Wouldn't that be fun? So, yeah, I hope you are sewing, because sewing is so much fun. Talk to you again tomorrow.